Alright guys, hello, welcome to the video. So this is going to be a little bit different. I just want to go over, so I was on Facebook, and I just want to go over some of these super test map changes, potential map changes. Okay guys, with you, it's been a while since I did a video like this, and while I was on Facebook, which I'm hardly ever on Facebook, but I can't even find, like I Googled these pictures on like Wargaming's official website, like World of Tanks. I'm like Googling it, like potential map changes, and I could only find it on Facebook. I literally was on Google and I could not find these pictures anywhere else except on Facebook and one other site for this specific map for Outpost for the upcoming changes. Now, I was just on the Outpost map, and I swear they already made some kind of minor change with the bush lines because something felt different, something looked different out in the lake area. Though I could be wrong. I mean, it's been a while since I played tanks, right? But consistently anyway, right? But I don't know, man. It looks like they already made some kind of change there. But anyway, this is going to be Outpost, guys. We're going to go over Outpost, potential map changes, and Mannerheim line potential map changes, or is it Siegfried line? I'm pretty sure this is Mannerheim line. I always get the two confused, but you guys know which one I'm talking about, right? And I'll make sure that I title it correctly. So again, these are potential map changes. It's currently the 15th. I'm not sure when these are going to roll out. I saw this post. This was like a few days ago from Wargaming. So, I mean, I might even be kind of late to the party here, but I just want to go over this with you in case they put any of these changes into the game and what I personally think they're going to do. So first off, again, Outpost, this is like that eastern, if I'm understanding the map correctly, like that eastern portion of the map, right? And what they're deciding to do here, I think on both sides, is put like these extra little areas so that mediums and stuff can brawl here. I'm okay with this. It's just like, I never really thought this was that much of a problem anyway. A lot of people didn't want to push here because it's open, right? And likely you'll get spotted when you make this cross. But that kind of helped out if you were a light tank player and understood that they would do that because they had to take the risk, right? And then you're spotting them and then you're able to get a shot too if you're sitting out in this area over here, right? Or this area over here. So now they're kind of taking that away. I'm 50-50 with it. Go for it, but I think it's going to make it even worse for lights, which is like, that's just the way all the map changes are. A lot of times they're just making it worse for lights and making it more comfortable for brawling tanks, which again, I can't disagree with because a lot of people play in a brawling way and Wargaming loves brawling, but that's just the way I see it. So this is from the other side. And again, I think this is fine. Like I do. It's just going to take away, like, again, if you're sitting over here in this little corner by that rock where you spot, right? You always go to this like bush line. It's going to take away your shots going across like this. So that's the only thing with this portion of the map. This I never seen anybody go here anyway. So they're adding like some trees here. I really don't think this is going to do jack shit, to be honest with you. I don't think this is I don't see it doing anything other than maybe if you get a light tank that can like sneak through here, or even like a tank destroyer, they knock down the tree and like hip hip hooray, you can go dark. I don't know. If one of you guys makes this play and finds out that it's working, and it looks like there actually is a little kind of like ridge line here, which I think you saw from the first few, so maybe that's what they're trying to emphasize here. But I don't know. I just noticed they added a tree here. It's like I don't see like what that's gonna do. But anyway, that's another change. And then this is the kind of the big one I wanted to go over, even though I'm not a heavy player. This is going to change the brawl over in the western portion of the map or the eastern portion. I don't know which way the map goes, but you guys know what I'm trying to say. On the opposite side of the map, right, relative to where we just were, this is going to change the brawling a lot, like in this sector. And what they've looked at is they look basically made this so that I think this kind of goes up similar to it does over here, and you can stay like hold down. And then they also, this is like A and B, right? They're going to do one or the other or none at all, right? But this is almost like this, but it was destroyed, right? And I think this will work fine as well because you still have these little mounds that makes it so that you can be hold down, right? And then this is also giving an area where if they decide to go for A, at least you can kind of like side scrape here. You can side scrape here maybe a little bit. It's cool. Like, I don't mind it, but again, I don't think this was ever a huge issue. You guys let me know because there's probably heavy players that watch this, but like I don't play a lot of heavies. I always found that this wasn't a big issue. I used to like I would try and side scrape here or just go hold down up on this portion, right? So I think there was still even before either of these, I think like here you could still go both hold down and side scrape. And then there was also this little area over here that I saw like an IS-7 go to or something like that. And he was just constantly poking up and he could stay hold down in that area as well. So like I feel like, and it's the same on this side. You could try that if you wanted to. So I feel like you have already had multiple positions to be hold down and to side scrape. But again, this will change that whole kind of dynamic, I guess you can say. It'll change the fighting style over there in a way, right? And it might even make it easier. Like if you're a light tank player, I feel like the more buildings you have, like if you're a light tank player, you can even come to this area. Like it's really hard to describe in a video where I'm not seeing any enemy tanks, right? But like there's a way that if you have a lot of buildings, which is kind of why occasionally I don't mind getting a map like Himmelsdorf, even though I block it. But like if you're creative, you can use all the alleyways to your advantage, right? You can think about it like New York City, right, or something like that. Like you everything is like it's like a square, right? And you have like blocks, and like you can go around different ways, right? Get back shots on people and then cut back and stuff like that. That's what I mean. So in a situation like this, it might actually be better for someone who's like a light tank player to help clean up the rest of the map over here. Like if someone's over here and you can come around this way without even being spotted and surprise someone, hit them once. Just figured I'd note that, right? Then the next change is they're throwing a building here, which I think is okay. I don't mind this. It's just going to give the middle of the map less shots, over to that direction. But I think that's fine because honestly, as a heavy player, I can understand why this would be annoying. Like you have this kind of passageway here, but then you can't really utilize it if someone's in the middle, right? So I think that's fine. Again, before and after of this side of the map, again, 50-50 with this. And this is the other view before and after. So you're getting this side. And I think this is fine. Again, it just kind of changes the fight. And I think we're back to start here. So that is Outpost. You know what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to make these two different videos because this has been like a 7-minute video. So we're going to do two separate videos. Again, these are the potential Outpost changes, guys. This does not mean that any of these changes are going to go into play. However, I think that some of these changes will happen. I do. I really think that Wargaming, especially on this side of the map, wants to make this change. I think they will. And I think this is what you're going to expect to see. I don't know when this is going to roll out, by the way. Again, I just saw these. So I'm just going to post it probably today, even though it's getting kind of late. But I want you guys to see this as an extra. And I do have one other session video to show you guys. So I'm going to get this one out today and probably the next one as well. We'll just, I don't even care. Like 3 uploads in one day, whatever, man. It doesn't matter to me. And I will see you guys for this one. We're going to talk about Mannerheim line. All right. So catch you for that one. Bye-bye.